Hi friends, and our time together today, I'm introducing the Wren. It's a beautiful An Dro. It's a Breton dance tune. It's a circle dance for us to play on our low and high D whistles. It's just a delight. It's called simply An Dro by some, and it goes by a wide variety of other names. But we'll get into that. We'll follow the usual pattern. It has an A part and a B part, and I'll walk us one phrase at a time through each the A and the B part. And then in the play along with Scott section, I'll play the entire tune. Now you can play this with a 1 sharp version and a 2 sharp version. It seems that the 1 sharp is more popular, so that'll be the primary one. But in the play along with Scott section, I will also walk us through or play for you the B part. And I'll have a transcription, a link at the top of the notes to this video to the page of my website from which you could download a PDF file for both the 1 sharp and the 2 sharp versions, however you'd like to play it. And after the play along with Scott section, I'll chat about any difficulties you may experience. We'll think through ornamentation and expression a bit, and then a little bit of the history of the tune. It's just, again, like I said, an absolute delight to play. And for our walkthrough today, I'm using the Carbony low D, close finger spacing, big bore whistle, and I'll put a link as to where you could pick up a Carbony. Pricing depending upon where you live, and if you buy it straight from Carbony, remember to use my discount code that I'll include in the link as well. I think that's all the intro stuff. So let me walk us through the A part of the tune, one phrase at a time. All right, that is the A part. I'll now play through a phrase at a time, the B part. All right, that's the whole tune. Now the A part repeats and the B part repeats. So in the play along with Scott section, I'll play the whole tune. So that, my friends, is the entire tune. And now, in the second Play Along with Scott section, I'll play through the 2-sharp version for us. All right, so that's the walkthrough and the Play Along with Scott of the 1-sharp version and the Play Along with Scott of the 2-sharp version. Let me think through some possible difficulties for us. You're going to have to play in the middle of the second octave on the 2-sharp version, and on the 1-sharp version, you know, the tune's really pretty straightforward. So I think your biggest challenge is how you're going to play the tune. You've got to kind of remind yourself that it's a dance tune, because part of you is going to want to play it. Don't get into a dance feel. This is one of the reasons why I say listen to other people playing it, because you need to know the nature of the tune. The nature of the tune is as a dance tune. So listen to people playing this. Find videos of people dancing the Wren, An Dro. As you find them dancing it, you'll see that it's played at a bit of a faster pace, and so you need to get into that. So transitioning then to thinking about ornamentation and expression, there really aren't huge trouble spots. Well, the biggest trouble spot is learning the tune. Just spend some time. Go through the section where I walked us through it. Go through the section where play it with me. Listen to me playing it. You know, my commitment, and I'm going to talk about this in a few days, is to play the core of the tune, learn and develop my skills on the core of the tune, listen to many, and then ornament it as I fancy. I don't want to just mirror somebody else's playing of a tune. And so thinking about ornamentation, you really want to think through different means of getting some flowing circular rhythm in there. That's my basic, I'm getting started thinking. I'm going to listen to a bunch of folks, and in a couple of days, I'm going to share an ornamentation practice with you for me after I spend more time listening to people. So for you, the challenge is between now and then, listen to people, particularly watch a video of somebody dancing this great tune. Listen to how they're playing it. Listen to the pace. Those things are critical for our learning this tune. We'll jump into that. Anyway, let's think about the history of the tune. And I think the history of this tune's a little muddy because the wren is an amazingly symbolic bird for the Irish, for all the people who come from that background. The wren is the king of the birds. There's a story about how the wren became king of the birds. The other challenge is that there is the St. Stephen's Day traditions about the wren and hunting the wren. And there are strong opinions as to whether this tune is specifically related to the St. Stephen's Day traditions. And I'm not going to get into those. Look them up if you'd like. But from everything I could tell, this specific tune is not directly related to the St. Stephen's Day traditions. I want to dive into that, but I think it's tangential to this tune. I think this tune, as an An Dro, it either came out of Brittany, so it's a Breton tune, it's a Breton circle dance, or Breton circle dances came to Ireland, and this is what many people think. And it seems logical. But the strong love of the wren for the Irish people and different traditions around the wren, probably this may have been a Breton that came to Ireland, very possible, not related to St. Stephen's Day or the other Irish wren traditions, or it came and was renamed as the wren. Or it's possible this one was written in Ireland and named the wren. That's a long way to say we really don't have anything definitive on the history of this tune. Suffice it to say, it is a tune written in the Breton circle dance style. It is a Breton circle dance. Should be played that way. So enjoy it. Dive into it. Like I said, in a couple of days, I'll share one of my practice sessions, and hopefully I'm doing okay with it, and it'll feel dancey. But until then, dive in, learn the core of this tune. If you're checking us out because of the tune, please subscribe and join our great community of folks learning the whistle. If you've enjoyed our walkthrough, please like the video. That helps tell YouTube to promote our great channel of folks. Until next time, this is Scott Shade. Happy whistling, my friends.